All right? I think the vision is clear. Just reassure me about those malfunctioning videos, but thank God I didn't show you any of those videos. Let's close this because it's slowing things down. These objectives are set, and I just want to make sure here. I'll take a moment to remind everyone to pay attention to the way we phrase things and the way we present the video. There are two methods that we have here through the presentation that we were discussing to share the learning objectives with the trainees. I shared the phrasing with you before in the course on the topic, and I mentioned using video with the esteemed Assistant Dean, Dr. Saad Al-Mutairi. We created a very concise video. It was really brief, just 1 or 2 minutes, focusing on the objectives or the main points for the learners. That was the goal of the video. So here I can share the educational objectives through a video. I want to thank, of course, the colleagues who are in touch with me in the chat. We want everyone to be on the same page with us. There's a third method, honestly, that we don't use much in the faculty, which is the method of infographics. I am them from bottom to top. The most used is below. We use this video in the faculty. Dr. Saad and Dr. Hana were involved, but I heard Dr. Saad Al-Mutairi and Dr. Hana was supposed to work on it, but suddenly the video got interrupted and some not so good things happened. After that, you didn't get the second lecture, but we saw the strategy. As for infographics, they are known to attract attention. I can present the learning objectives in a visual format that clearly shows how they relate to the learner's assessments and the required activities. I could create something like an infographic that illustrates the relationship between the objectives, assessments, and activities. It shows you the relationship between the objectives, assessments, and activities. We often make mind maps and concept maps here that are more related to the topics. Okay, we use the graphic strategy, but not just charts. We mostly use infographics, but the most commonly used method for dealing with objectives is phrasing. Honestly, we have a flaw in the faculty, even if we used video here. It's not really a flaw, it's just something that isn't ideal. It's like a professional certification in design. In a topic like the training content, if I come to a topic like the 7th topic, as I was working with you earlier in the discussions about education, and I come to you here in this section, the objectives are what Dr. Saad is talking about. The objectives are the issue, God willing. Welcome, dear viewers. In a topic like the training content, if I come to a topic like the 7th topic, as I was working with you earlier in the discussions about education, and I come to you here in this section, the objectives are what Dr. Saad is talking about. The objectives are the issue, God willing.
All right. Hello and welcome, dear viewers, everyone.
He's talking here on the 7th day, and now the content expert comes in. You're basically the content expert presenting. Maybe if I refresh it like this, I think I'll be able to play the video. So this is the content expert talking here and stuff. So this is a method we use. No, I want to say that we were using the video with Dr. Saad Al-Mutairi here, and we're also reviewing my text. The expert introduces the unit by discussing objectives, documented here and in a PDF. The doctor outlines objectives at the start of the first topic, shown in the video and PDF. As the content expert, I ensured objectives were clear to aid understanding. Also, when we came to talk about the first topic, the doctor started with the objectives and we put a wording for it on the left side. Even though the video is there and here, there is also an additional PDF. In the entire first topic, in formulating and designing the objectives, of course, I was familiar with the content in this training. So here we also put here at the beginning of each topic a group of objectives that he knows to determine, to classify, and then launch into the topics. I remembered in the PDF, I remembered in the video, and I remembered in the formulation. We are very interested in the topic of formulating objectives in a very big way. At its different levels, my brother, the Teka, might work. No, the video is reversed. Nana is a bit, I don't know. Maybe there is a problem with the silver, maybe with the weak blackboard. Of course, I will try. Since I discovered this problem now that there might be a problem with the videos, I will take it as meaning that I can make the link. That is, you will ask me to take the open link. The new tab is the link to the video. If you run it from outside the blackboard, we can conclude that the blackboard is the problem. What did I gain by taking the link outside? I found the video display on Blackboard uncomfortable, so I watched it externally. Welcome, friends. I'm Dr. Abdul Rahman Al Salim from Qasim University, the content expert discussing objectives. I recorded my video, and the topic is running smoothly. I look a bit grumpy because I recorded early during Ramadan, which wasn't ideal, but everything is fine, and we have this video clip to adjust. It's just a style. We're not working on a doctorate. People laughed because I was up early in Ramadan recording sessions. This is my course. You can tell I just woke up, so I look a bit grumpy, and it wasn't a good idea to record on that day, but everything is going smoothly. So we also have this video clip that we're playing and adjusting things with. It's just a style, but to be honest, we're not working on a doctorate. People are laughing at me because I was up early in the morning during Ramadan, and we're recording these sessions in Ramadan. So I had to register, or it was supposed to be my decision. I need to finish it. Dr. Saad completed introductions. Dr. Hana finished the first 3 units. As the content expert, I must complete my technical units, discussing educational activities like instructional design, assessments, and evaluations. I need to discuss certain topics specifically. That's what I wanted to say about synchronous training in e-learning as it contributes to educational objectives. Goodbye, Abdul Rahman. We continue here. We've wrapped up the first topic.
So the important thing is that this is what I wanted to say about the objectives or synchronous training in e-learning and training as they contribute to achieving the educational or training objectives. Goodbye, Abdul Rahman.
We're continuing here with what we were discussing. We've wrapped up the first topic. The first topic was very important. We focused on the overview of e-learning and training, its types and its design. We talked about formulating objectives, which was the most critical thing we discussed. For example, we talked about Bloom's taxonomy, and we saw the educational objectives that our colleagues had created, and we learned how to analyze and understand the application, analysis, and creativity levels, and we see how the professors assess these levels and teach their students. We also observed the use of the e-learning deanship, the method of fasting, and the video method while presenting and sharing the objectives with the learners. This was very important for us as the first stage in our work. Now let's move on to the second stage, which is teaching and learning strategies. In e-learning, let's start here by mentioning that one of the advantages e-learning is that it is learner-centered. So here he says, let's talk about the current situation. Let me explain without relying on writing right now. E-learning here is at a level where learning is centered around the student, and the role of the teacher or professor is that of a guide and facilitator. What does it mean to be learner-centered? Learner-centered means students are active, not passive. Students research, seek information, and share it with peers and professors. In e-learning, students are critical researchers, explorers, and problem solvers. They use self-directed learning strategies with teacher guidance. E-learning is suitable with strategies considering individual differences and needs. A critical researcher, an explorer, and a problem solver using several strategies that rely on self-directed learning, in addition to having the teacher present as a guide and facilitator. So here we are saying that e-learning is more suitable, especially if you use appropriate learning strategies that take into account the individual differences among these learners. And this strategy should meet their needs. So why is that? Because e-learning is centered around the learner or the student. Why? Because they are positive, more proactive, seeking information. Is there someone raising their hand here? Or, is there anyone? No, no one raised their hand. Okay, got it.